All right. Hey everyone, Lauren at the Cotton Patch here. This is kind of a lo-fi recap of our second Saturday class from this month. Today is the 12th? 13th of March? I'm actually not sure what today's date is. It's the second Saturday in March. We had class yesterday morning and this morning, so if you weren't able to attend, that's kind of what this is all about. So I do have some things to talk about here. First of all is our Block of the Month class. So this is the Block of the Month quilt that we're offering this time around starting next month on the first Friday and Saturday of the month. That's right, the first Friday and Saturday. Like I said in my last video, we are moving our Block of the Month classes from the second Saturday to the first starting next month. So this is the program that will be starting next month. This is our colorway, the red, the white, the taupe. And this is $171.25. That is a one-time cost. You get all of the fabrics here for the quilt top and the binding. And you will also get a 25% off coupon off the backing of your choice for this colorway. Something we're doing different this time around is our Stash Buster colorway, which if you sign up for that colorway, it's $60. It is the pattern for this quilt here, and what you do is you get 3.5 yards of backing. You can pick whatever you want out of your stash. You can buy it here at the shop, whatever you want to get. 3.5 yards of backing, or background, excuse me. That's the white here, and then every month you will be making your own colorway using your stash and your scraps. So every month that's where you'll get your yardage increments for the blocks. So for the taupe, if you want to replace the taupe in the Stash Buster colorway, that is 2 5/8 yards of this here. It's also used in the border. I know that it's out of frame, but there is a border of the taupe. I do recommend coming into the shop, going to our Facebook page, going to our blog if you want to see the quilt in total. But I'm going to be doing the Stash Buster way along with everyone in class. So starting next month, you'll see my blocks in class. So you can see the blocks that you'll be getting for that month and then also how they're constructed. So if you saw my last video, then you know exactly what I plan on doing. If you haven't, I'll give you a little recap. I was a little bit stumped on what colorway I wanted to do for my version of the quilt. I do really like the red and the taupe colorway, but I'm also a scrappy kind of girl. So I, of course, opted for the scrap colorway. And in my own stash, I don't really have any large cuts. So 3.5 yards I didn't really have. So I came to the shop one evening and I was kind of walking around, not sure really which colorway I wanted to go. And looking at the samples on the walls that I've done, I see that they're all in bright. So I thought maybe this would be a good opportunity to challenge myself, and that's exactly what I've done. So every month you'll see my blocks with a light gray solid background. The light gray solid I'm using is on our solids wall in the back of the shop, so if you end up liking my background, that's what I'm using. But I've decided to go low volume. So if you don't know what low volume means, it means that there's not a lot of contrast between the colors or the darkness and lightness of those colors. So I've decided to kind of go more in the, I won't say pastel, I'm not willing to challenge myself that hard, but lighter colors along with the gray. So they'll be very soft, very low contrast, but I'm really excited for that challenge. So if you really love this pattern, but the red isn't for you, then the Scrap Buster style is the way for you. Like I said, that's $60 one time. You get full color patterns, both colorways. You do not get the coupon for your backing with the Stash Buster way, but of course you can still go ahead and get your backing for the project on backing day when that time comes. So, our regular classes are going to start up, and just like I said earlier, a past video about Block of the Month, this is still life in the time of COVID. We realize that, and we are taking those precautions with our classes. So class size is limited to 6 maximum. That is so we can adequately space in our classroom and still have that one-on-one ability in class. So we do have a beginners class that is starting on March 17th. It is a 12 class series for $100. As of today, there is only one spot left. So if you want to learn how to quilt, we'll be going through everything from your color choices, how to cut with accuracy, sewing that 1/4 of an inch accurately, assembling the whole quilt, binding, the whole nine. There is one more spot. If we find that there is more demand, we will of course schedule a second series of that a little bit later in the season. But again, class size will be limited for as long as the restrictions for COVID are in place. We will also be doing a paper piecing project. Oh, I'm sorry. If you would like to see the beginner's quilt, it is hanging up in the classroom. Unfortunately, right now, I don't have a handy-dandy cameraman with me, so it's just me, my tripod, and my phone, so I can't really turn it to show you the quilt, but it is here. Come into our classroom next time you stop by, and you can see the quilt done up. We are going to have a beginning paper piecing class. If you've never done paper piecing, it's a fun process to make sure that you have accurate points. You can do all kinds of different shapes that sometimes are a little bit more difficult with regular piecing, not impossible, but this gives you another way to do that. And so it is $35. This class is on Saturday. We will be scheduling other sessions throughout the year if there's enough interest. But this is just a quick peek at the project. It will be a table runner, so Donna will show you the ins and outs of how to make a table runner using a paper piecing method. And I think she did a beautiful job with her colors here, but you know I'm biased. I love a good purple. So look for more classes coming in the coming weeks. We, again, will be keeping those class sizes limited to allow for adequate social distancing. And if right now you're not super comfortable doing classes, that is totally okay. No pressure, no problem. We will be offering more classes later in the year, just as we see restrictions and things start to lift and vaccines and things becoming more available. Just, you know, keep an eye to that kind of thing. So I'm not going to go through everything that we've received over the last year because that would be a little bit silly and pointless. However, I do have a nice big stack of the things that we've done lately. Figo is Northcott's more modern, more contemporary division of their company, and we are really excited to have those in store. This right here, I believe this is the line Primavera. Ha! I'm good guessing, and the selvage helps. But this is the focus print that we have. It's just a really nice, smaller floral. Comes with a nice lighter teal. I love these dots. We've got the pink and then a darker teal. This is a kind of a tricky color to find. So this will be, it's something that definitely comes in handy with other stuff, not just the Primavera. And then this, this kind of, I don't know, trellis piece. It's kind of hard to see, I know. Kind of a cream on cream, great background for applique and that kind of thing. We have been getting more novelty prints in from Alexander Henry. This is just one of them. If you or someone you love likes dragons, we've got some kind of spooky looking dragons here on this blue. We also got fingerprints and hot sauce bottles, which I love the hot sauce bottles. I neglected to bring a fat 1/4 of those in, but they're orangey and bright and kind of big. They're big like that. Alexander Henry does tend to have larger scale prints, so if large prints are something you like, Alexander Henry is always a good way to go. So this one here is another from Figo, and it's kind of all about that coral sea life here. There is a sample of this that'll be in the shop soon using this print here. I like how unique the colors are. They're pretty versatile. These little coral guys don't have to be a coral. They can just be a nice little dot. And you can kind of see there's some subtle striping in there too. We've got our coral, of course, which we love. And I have found that this turquoise is very useful for a lot of different stuff. I think if reproduction quilts are kind of your thing, I mean, even though this isn't a reproduction print itself, it kind of has that vibe. So this is a great piece for filling in there. Here's another Alexander Henry piece. It is Sewing Woes. And you know, we've all been there before, especially, oh no, the fabric store is closed. You can see in her glasses there. Fabric is sold out and there's tears. We've all been there. So I think this is super cute. This would be great as a bag, an apron, all kinds of stuff. Now, I do apologize. I don't recall what this line is called offhand, but it's by Dan Morris, and it looks like beautiful spring foliage. We also have it in a more fall colorway. I think this looks really great with the teal dot I showed from that Primavera line earlier. Somebody paired those together and they look really, really great. And then we've got this beautiful red as well. Got a little bit of a dot that came in. This is just a fun kind of primary, secondary color dot. Great for kids' quilts, great for backings. It'd be a fun background for applique. We did get some wovens in. It's been a long time since we've carried wovens, but these ones are really, really neat. Nice bright colors, which you don't really see a whole lot in wovens. They tend to be a little bit more muted, a little bit more primitive in style, but these are really a lot of fun. And we got the whole line. I love this raspberry, and I can't say no to a good plaid. Lots of different kinds of stripes. Got kind of a darker blue. I love this lighter blue with that little bit of green in there. Another blue check, green stripe. This one I think is a lot of fun. I think it'd make a really neat binding. Likewise with this guy here. We got some cute little frogs in for spring or for kids' quilts, or if you just are a frog person, not you personally a frog person, but if you like frogs, then this is a cute line. Comes with this wonderful on-point green check. Oops, this guy's upside down. What's this one called? Oh, this is Leapfrog from Clothworks. Sorry, Leapfrog from Clothworks. I think that one's quite funny myself. I don't know if that's in frame or not. But he's poking his little chin there, which is fun. Maybe not if you're the one getting your chin poked, but dragonflies. And then we got batiks in, and this is just a small chunk of them. This one is Venetian glass, which I believe is from Banyan. Might be from Island Batik. I don't remember. I apologize for that one, but it's Venetian glass, and I think that's backwards there. But just a beautiful, soft colorway. I love these feathers. This one's a neat design as well. Kind of darker blue with, like, I don't know, looks like wheat or something. Stripes anyway. Oops, I think I showed that one already. This kind of springy green is kind of fun. I love these feathers. Those are pretty cool. That stripe would be really neat with something. I don't know what. There's only so many hours in the day, right? We did get in flannel by Three Wishes. It's called Small and Mighty. So this is in the children's section. This has already been super popular, so it's been going fast. And I mean, obviously you can see why. It's completely adorable. And it's really a very nice quality flannel. Three Wishes has really stepped up their flannel game. It's nice and thick and soft, which is different than the way it used to be. So good on them for stepping it up. I like this one in particular. It's just very cute. We did also get the full run of winter wool. So this is just one color. You can kind of see the texture there. We've got blues, we've got purples, greens, grays, we got the whole thing. So that is in store. I'm not going to show every single color. Use your imagination. We've got every color under the sun. We also got Stardust by Banyan Batiks. This is a metallic over this batik. This piece in particular has been very popular, but I mean, obviously it's gorgeous. I'm not a blue girl myself, but oh, that metallic is just to die for. Looks like a few pieces from it ran away earlier today, probably got bought by somebody, but that's the point, right? But there are a few more colors in that line. This one here is Prickly Pear by Figo. This is one of the go-withs. This light blue is really nice. This is the main print here. And it's kind of got your little desert animals. Makes me think of Eastern Oregon. But just the colors are so sunny and bright, and we're getting into spring, and that's just kind of what the doctor ordered, I think. This is a really kind of fun yellowy green, not a color you see a whole lot. This one's nice. Oops, sideways. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. But this little starburst and coral. If you are not into little desert creatures, there is a very pretty floral here. That's just, you know, your pinks and corals, tan, and that green. This piece is probably my favorite one. You got a little owl hidden there in the cactus, and I think that's really cute. So that's the bulk of what we got here recently. There is more. It's just, I mean, really, I could be here all day doing that. Couple more things I want to talk about. We do have a new block of the month that will be coming up here shortly. We're still kind of in the pattern writing and designing process. This is not a block of the month that you sign up for. If you are familiar with our block of the week that we've been doing for the past several weeks, where you either, you know, buy the fat quarter or pay $3.50 for the pattern, it's going to work exactly like that. No sign-ups. It'll be ready once a month. But the difference with this one is Mom had the idea of doing a block a month with the colors of Oregon. We have a lot of really rich ecosystems, places, people, things here in Oregon, and trying to squeeze all of the sites into one quilt would be hard, but what about the colors? So we are doing our block of the month that's called Colors of Oregon, and I'll show you a sneak peek of the very first block. This right here is the first block, and it is representing the Keizer Iris Festival. So as you can see, this block is not specifically an iris or anything like that, but it's the colors that are evocative of that thing. So every month you will get a pieced block like this for $3.50 if you want to just buy the pattern. What we are also doing is offering a fat quarter pack with the colors of the block. So this would be the first one here. It's got a fat quarter of all the colors that you see in the block. And these are available for $17.50, 5 fat quarters. It does come with the pattern. So if you like the fat quarter bundle, these are colors that you know you're going to use and you love, you do get the pattern for free with the fat quarter bundle. There are a limited number of these per month, the fat quarter bundles. So once the bundles are gone, they're gone, but you will still be able to get the pattern for $3.50 if you just want the pattern, or if we're out of the bundle. So, but if you want to curate some of the colors of Oregon, we do have these pre-made packs for you. And here's another look at the block. So every month it'll be a different theme. Again, this is the Keizer Iris Festival, but we've got plans for, oh geez, the Alfred Desert. Was it the Alfred Desert? I'm sorry, I'm not from Southwest Oregon, so I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. But things like the Painted Hills or Bend or somewhere on the coast, think those colors that are evocative of those areas of Oregon, and you'll see them in our blocks. So that's coming up. Look to the newsletter for when that starts and all that fun stuff. So next up, we are going to start to see another increase in fabric costs. We are looking at between 5 and 10% across the industry. And we are starting to see that coming in the next few shipments. It just about made us gag to see another price increase, but you know, that's where we are. This is because of the cost of returning to the mills and returning to quilting fabric production instead of that shift that we saw earlier in 2020, where all those mills that were producing quilting cottons shifted to mass production. So now we're starting to see quilting cotton return to those mills, but there is an increase in costs. The shipping costs have changed, availability, because some of those mills are still producing other things, but look for that to come. We have already seen our first few bolts that are $12.99, and it just, like I said, it just about made us gag, but we've held it at bay for as long as we can. As always, we price things as they come in. We don't do a huge markup, so we are selling at MSRP. So as that MSRP comes in, that's what you're seeing in our shop. Most of the cottons are going to be in that $12, $12.50, $12.99 range in the coming months. Flannels will be a little bit more than that as usual, same with wide back. So you will start to see that increase. It won't just be us, it will be everywhere. This is industry wide. We are hearing these from the vendors themselves. So we are in row by row this year. I guess, sorry, it's called Quilter's Trek now. It's no longer called row by row. Old habits die hard. But the theme this year is a pop of color. So we have already got our block tentatively designed. A little sneak peek is it's going to be mountains, but we've got some more ideas for the block, so I do not have an example to show you, so look for that in the coming months. I know Quilter's Trek is starting this summer, but we will be participating. Our hours, if you don't know already, if you haven't been in a while, our hours have changed. We are now open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Through 2020, we had been closed on Wednesdays. We are no longer closed on Wednesdays. We are open Wednesdays. So again, our hours are Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. We have changed that on our blog, social media, all that fun stuff, and on the shop door. So come see us on Wednesdays again. So we do have our newsletter, so if you're not signed up for our newsletter, you can do that online at our website, www.cottonpatchoregon.com. That's going to be Oregon spelled out. You can sign up for the newsletter there. You can also sign up for the newsletter in store. Those come out weekly, and we have had people tell us that, gosh, you know, I've signed up for this, but I'm not getting my newsletters. So we send out through Constant Contact, which is a bulk newsletter kind of service, and there are some email providers who see that, oh, this sender is sending to more than 1,000 people. This is spam. If you don't see your newsletter coming in, always check your spam folder, and it is probably there. We also have our Facebook, and just a word about our Facebook. Our page is a public business page, which means that you do not have to have your own Facebook account in order to view our page. We understand that not everybody does social media, but our page is still accessible. We are Keizer Cotton Patch. If you look us up on Facebook, you can also Google our Facebook page, Keizer Cotton Patch. So our Facebook is how we get our most up-to-date information communicated out, not just on new things that have come in, but on store closures or anything like that. We have had a couple instances over the last month with the ice storm and everything. We had damage to our window. We had repairs. There was a water leak that had to be fixed this last week, and we did have to close, and those are communicated out on Facebook first. It's just how we're able to reach the most people in the shortest amount of time possible. It also is not dependent on whether or not we have power or network, because we do have it on our phone, so we're at least able to do that, whereas Constant Contact, we don't have that. And sometimes, like with the ice storm, we're not able to get to the shop to be able to put a sign on the door. So if there's stuff going on, you get your spidey sense and want to just make sure that we're open, always check Facebook. If there's inclement weather, which of course we're coming into spring, so that's less of an issue now, but anything regarding inclement weather, closures, anything like that will be posted on our Facebook. We do have a blog. It is Keizer Cotton Patch at blogspot.com. With 2020 the way it was, I mean, 2020 was bleh. We didn't update our blog a whole lot just because of all the crazy that went on last year, but we're back at it again. So check our blog for new posts. We did just start a color theory series. So if you are interested in color theory and how to apply that to your quilts, we have posts coming up. The first post posted, I believe, on Thursday, and I've got those scheduled out all the way through June. So every 2 weeks you'll see posts on color theory, but we'll have a bunch of intermittent posts coming up in between. So make sure that you bookmark that. That is keizercottonpatch.blogspot.com. We also have it on our Facebook page as well. We will also be doing more videos exactly like this. We are starting a YouTube channel. I have not set that up yet. It will be coming, so please make sure that when we announce that in the in the newsletter and on Facebook, that you go ahead and bookmark our YouTube channel. We will be having demos. We will be having class recaps just like this because COVID is still here. So just make sure you look for that. But that's all I've got for now. We'll be doing another class recap next month when we start this project here. Again, see this project in store, on our Facebook, on our blog. Otherwise, hope everyone is having fun with their projects, and thanks for spending the time with me. We'll see you soon.